Welcome to the second coat of latex. This is about a little over 2 hours since I applied the first coat, so it's still a little tacky, which is what you want. You don't want it to dry completely. And what we're going to do first here, I mixed the same amount, 20 ounces, nice even number. Just going to go over everywhere where it seems a little thin first. And now it's a lot easier. You're just applying over top. You're not worrying about too much about crevices and so on and so forth. It's pretty much, it is what it is. It's a second coat. Now I've just applied to be a YouTube partner because these 10-minute clips are just annoying. So hopefully they'll grant me the status so I can start providing everyone with decent how-to videos, you know, because I've gotten such great support from everyone that's been keeping tabs on what I do, as far as good comments, ideas, so on and so forth. Even if I don't use your ideas, trust me, I appreciate it. So, now this will be a 10-minute vid, just to keep within the timeline so I can actually post it, because if they happen to not grant me the status of partner, and that's okay. I'll just make sure I get a vid that I don't have to cut later on, and that still provides, pardon me, you guys with some really good information. Now this is the really cool part. Not half as stressed out as I was during the first layer. So all I do is just to go over everywhere where it's close to edges as far as the latex went, filling in some holes. Now one thing to keep in mind too, with something like this, I'm going to be paying extra attention to areas such as this and in between the spikes, because they're high stress areas. So I'm going to want to put more a thicker coat. If it's not this coat, it'll be the next, just around those areas, just to make sure that not only am have I got a good coverage, but that I also have a really good layer on everything, and I have a strong mold. Because once I have to peel this stuff off of the out of the resin, or off of the resin, it's gonna take some stretching. Now this stuff is considerably strong. I've done a whole bunch of small molds for other things, whether or not it's related to costume making or not, but I have made a bunch of small molds, and I've come to realize over a period of time that they don't have to be super thick, and I'm getting thinner and thinner with my miniature molds, simply because I can, and it results in a lot less wasted materials. I'm resisting the urge to sing along, because I do like No Doubt. Come on, Gwen Stefani is hot. But, so I'm going over everywhere that it's either I can still see the clay transparent through the latex, now it's more of a filling in than anything else. Now I'm not so much worried now as I was with the base layer, because the base layer you gotta make enough to cover everything. You don't want to have to come back. Like, you can, but you're better off getting it done right the first time. Now I'm just adding thickness to the overall mold. And I'm using a different brush. This is the next size up from that pack of brush that I bought. The other one got tossed in the garbage right away, because that's what they're for. And it's great that this stuff isn't sagging. Like, it didn't even drip off, is how well this stuff works. And I don't think there's enough people doing videos on how well like these kind of materials are, and especially on how easy they are to use. Like, you know, I didn't go to school for this. It's just something I picked up out of, to be honest, sheer boredom one night. I stumbled on the Guyver guy's videos that were on YouTube. I was looking up homemade costume and cosplay and so on and so forth. And when he still had his internet site up, bioweapons.com, it's a shame he doesn't have it up anymore. He's a really cool guy. But I got a lot of my information and inspiration from him and his efforts. And don't mind me, I'm just gonna get through this little chunk here. Yeah, that's Weird Al in the back, if you can hear it. But yeah, back to inspirations and all that. It's especially from an artist's point of view, and unless you're, you know, in the world, like where you're doing this stuff, or you're looking to do this stuff. Like the Dimwitted Dinobot was someone else that was, I'm guessing, picking up from where the Guyver guy was staying at. He made his own Guyver helmet as well, but he sold it. But he also made it out of, I'm not sure what, if he's making another one, or if he actually didn't bother. But, you know, it was a decent looking helmet. You know, neither one of us, as much as I'd like to spend the $8 grand on taking a course on this, it's not in the budget. So I've done a lot with, considerably speaking, very little. It's been trial and error, but luckily enough, I haven't made a whole lot of mistakes. I was able to sit back and really think it out, or think it through. So let's see what we're doing time-wise here. We're done. Next one. See ya.